We're back with Witchwood, where we continue to gather the souls of the snake, the ox, and the leech. Oh, it shows you on here where we have to go. Here I was trying my best to do it myself. Let's go speak to the ox for a second, because that's something I forgot to do. And we can see if we can gather anything from him that we haven't seen before. Okay, gather all the supplies that we can. And the ox is this way, I believe. Oh, he has a doggy, a different kind of doggy. Are you evil? Farm dog. Barking, biting ears are well behind him. You're a good boy. Sweat pours off enormous shoulders, labor unending. Okay, and then a scarecrow. Hey, this is private property. What are you doing trespassing on my land? Why, I just came to admire the glow of your crops, Master Ox. I heard you produce the most bountiful produce in the land. Well, you heard right. I work day in, day out till my hands are raw and my back is broken, but you won't find a finer farmer anywhere else. You're sure to take first prize at the Harvest Festival again. You and your family must be so proud. The ox spits on the tilled soil. Those lazy louts never understood the pride and joy of devoting oneself to the land. Where's your family then? I can't help but notice you're working all by yourself. If you must know, those damnable bandits out by the South Bridge stormed into the place one night and stole them away. So we met the bandits last time. They were less than friendly, but I'm glad we get to go talk to them again. Oh, the bandit camp. I didn't notice this last time. Or was this not here last time? Oh, I saw these two and didn't want to go that way, if that makes sense. Oh gosh. There are far too many for me to just sneak by. I'll have to find a way to incapacitate them. So we need our grimoire. We need to make this dreadful doll again. Get this. So we're gonna have to use it here. Bandit boss. Ah, sly old fox. How do you manage to get your creaky bones past me grunts? My mooks must be getting fat around the waist to let you slip by so easy. Well, let me be the first to welcome you to our merry camp, though I suspect you didn't come to just scold us. What do you know about the ox who works for the southern fields? He told me his family might have come through this way. Oh yeah, we know all about the ox. We also might have seen that family of his, but on the other hand, maybe we didn't. What's it to you? Me and the boys have been awful hungry lately. Thieving is hard work and crime doesn't always pay. Say, do you know how to bake? I even got Ma's pie recipe right here. Who knows, on a full stomach, I might even be able to remember something about the missing family. So let's make this humble pie. Crow's foot and dough. Yeah, go in. Here she is. And then we can make the pie. Here you go. Ma always said I was a bad seed. Said I weren't good for nothing but eating and thieving. But all I really wanted to do was dance. Well, you see, we've been spying on that ox for years now. Every full moon, he'd go out into the fields all by his lonesome. He'd howl at the sky. What was it he'd say? Oh yeah, he'd yell, corn cob. Then it always sounded like he got into an argument with someone, but there was never anyone else there except that creepy old scarecrow of his. Let's get talking to that scarecrow. Corn cob? Hello, yes? Have you come to strike a deal with the great and magnanimous harvest master? No thanks. Has the ox made a deal with you, perchance? The ox? Why, yes. Terrible trade, I say, but a deal is a deal. What sort of trade? Yes, he said he wanted to win pretty prizes, grow the best crops, said he would give up anything in the world. So he offered me his wife and son, and I'm not one to refuse a bargain like that. Healthy crop. Withering can. Got it. These stalks don't look so sturdy to me. A good herbicide. Well, hello again. Find out any zing about what that ox is up to? As a matter of fact, I have. Unfortunately, I need it to grow my prize-winning vegetables. You glance down at the fat head of cabbage bobbing gently against a blanket of big, swaddling leaves. You think you may have heard a faint giggle come from deep within the fronds. Alright, so we need to help him make this cabbage all nice and juicy so that he can give us the watering can. What is your weakness? Digestive tablets. Why would you go up to it? Oh my goodness. Okay. That was done. Okay. Let's give you some growth. Turkey stone. Jar of water. The farmer gasps in horror as his precious baby disappears back into the earth. He turns to you, shoulders stiff and pitchfork in hand. Oh my goodness, it got a face. It's a baby. Oh my goodness, that is gigantic. It's so cute. It gurgles at you gleefully. Okay, I'm gonna take this from you. Pumpkin jack. Oh, do not make me deal with the pumpkins. Okay, this task obviously is gonna take 4 freaking ever. I already have one of the potions. What do I need to get rid of these pumpkins over here? Oh, snag vine. How convenient. what do I do with you? I'm gonna go to the swamp, get the things that I need, and then return to make the potion. So I gathered all the water, all the bug ichor, and we can finally make this wired potion. And then I use a snag vine to get all the pumpkin parts. So we are ready to make the withering can and then go destroy the ox's crops. Let's put this together, and we have the withering can. Hey, I thought I told you to beat it. He raises his hoe and branches at you menacingly. What's up? Oh. That is really rude. Don't mind me. No, what is happening? Harvest Master, we had a deal. Dreadfully sorry, looks like my magic is broken, not my fault. The ox throws himself to the ground, desperately raking the soil with his fingers. Wait, let's make a new deal, please. I sacrificed too much for this. A new deal? What is your offer? Anything you want. Anything? That is acceptable. Worm-like roots suddenly wrap around the ox's feet and begin dragging him into the soil. Wait, I didn't mean... Where the ox once stood, a green tendril has pushed its way through the earth. You watch it delicate blossom and furl, revealing a stubborn, hard-shelled seed, the soul of the ox. Yay! We got the ox. So we have the bear, the ox, and we have a leech and a snake also take care of. Let's keep going. So we have the shard that is from the swamp, and the last one is in the forest well. Get a death certificate from the leech. Well, maybe we can go do that. So let's get that death certificate from the leech. I think she's like this way. Excuse me. This way. Let's go in here. I need a death certificate from you, specifically of the short-bearded man we spoke about. His wife is in no condition to roll her chair through the swamp, so she's asked me to collect it for you. I don't simply give out death certificates to anyone. Where has that serum got to? Don't tell me we're out already. So medicine for a death certificate. I've run your errands now. I really must insist on that death certificate. There's no need to get prickly. I have your papers right here. His name is spelled wrong. Alright, so we have the death certificate. So let's get out of here. Get the death certificate to the obelisk. Okay, which one was the death certificate? Was it this one? Yeah. Okay, that one's good. This one needs an apothecary hewers. Frogs. Okay, let me catch a few more frogs and we should be good with this one. There are more frogs this way. There are frogs this way usually. Perfect. Catch 2 of them. And then make the roast beast. Deposit it here. And then this one requires a necromantic charm. So we need another pumpkin, which would require a snare trap or a snag vine. This thing requires milk and water. So let's go do that. All right, grab the milk, grab the water. Need the pumpkin. All right, pumpkin friend. Goodbye. Let's make what we need to make. So one of these, the magic paste, the soporific potion, and then we can make our sacrifice. So we are gonna go back to the swamp. Did I make him angry? Okay. Is he gonna take it? Oh. What am I supposed to do with you? Well, he's asleep. He's so chunky. To the swamp obelisks. And then here. With the final offering accepted, the obelisks standing in the circle begin to hum. You hear a strange melody playing through their discordant tones. I suppose it's done the trick. Let's see what the writing has to say for itself. You rotate your head to read the glowing letters at the edge of the circle. Place the vessel of the deceased, yada yada, recite the evocation of necrodermis, blah blah, apply the canopic ointment. Right, seems straightforward enough. Okay, so now we need to go find that old poor fool husband. Search the swamp. Is there like a specific place or is it random? He's not one of these, is he? Oh, this must be where the nurse has been dumping the surplus of corpses. Okay, so let's look at them. Similar perhaps, but not the right body. Doesn't fit the description. Not the husband. That one. This one? Nope. You watch a particularly bloated fly land on a rotting hand poking out of the muck. Oh gosh. Two globular eyes slowly unglue themselves and swivel to boggle at the insect. Well, I suppose that explains where my misplaced man went. Am I supposed to do something about you? Speak to the Frog King. I don't know if I want to speak to the Frog King. All I've been doing is attacking his frogs, but alright. Can it be? Has a lovely young morsel wandered its way into my palace? Oh yes, I do believe I've seen the chap. He's such a delectable man. Fall off the bone ribs. But I'm sorry to say that once something goes down the hatch, it never sees the light of day again. Well, we'll see about that. Okay, so we want digestive tablets again. So a new dye bowl. Okay, there's one. Go, 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 go. Perfect. Let's grab all of that and make one digestive tablet. Your Majesty, I really must find the whereabouts of that gentleman. Perhaps a small tribute will persuade you to loosen your tongue? Oh dear. His nostrils flare for a moment, then he sneezes, sending specks of wet mucus flying. Ooh. Great Glinda's ghost, what a stench. Ugh. Okay, that was great. Slowly but surely, the corpse begins to levitate off the ground. It rotates to face each obelisk one by one. Oh, get on with it. I haven't got all day. With a gasp of stale air, the body drops to the ground. Suddenly, it bolts upright. Oh my. Okay. Near your feet, you see a disembodied tongue flopping about on the ground like a worm. You scoop it up and quickly toss it into the gaping mouth. Murder! Oh my. No, Leech murdered me! Gave me plague, drained my blood. Leech murdered others. Oh my. Check her office, find proof. So we did that. And we're gonna go visit the Leech really quickly. Now I can probably get that little wine thing that she has that it didn't let me interact with last time. Alright. Let's see what we have. Racks upon racks of bottled blood are arranged like fine wines, each vessel meticulously catalogued, the name, description, and age of the source. A dash of salt would remind that slimy worm that there's worse things out there than bloodsuckers. So I want to salt her wine. So I want to make the salts. Okay, let's put that in there. Spritz it in there, and we'll see what happens. What are you doing? Can't you see that this is my private office? I already helped you enough. There's no reason you ought to be here. She hastily shuffles you out of the room. Now get out. This place is only for the sick. You're certainly right about that. So we walk out. We peer at the vexed Leech as she slithers around her office, checking every cabinet and locker for tampering. She mutters something expletive about nosy old women. Satisfied, she sighs with relief and reaches to pour herself a glass from the tainted decanter. Ah, that addition of black fever adds a certain nutty quality. Maybe it will pair well with the infusion of peat moss palsy in the next batch. She takes a sip. Lovely, sharp flavor, full body too. Suddenly, the Leech snaps to attention. Her limbs start out, writhing with uncontrollable gestures. She stabilizes herself against the table as sweat pools on her brow. The decanter shatters against the floor in an explosion of glass. What's happening? Oh my. Awesome, so we have the soul of the Leech. Drained by the very spirits she was supposed to be healing. In your fingertips, you make out the faintest of heartbeats, the soul of the Leech. So that's 3 out of the 4. Last one would be the snake. Hopefully she can help them, or at least ease their pain at that point. So in the well, there is a shard. There is also a shard in the pixie tree. Okay, so we're at the pixie tree. And we gave it one of the other shards. So then we just have to go to the well and find the last one. Okay, let's go in there and let's try to figure out where it is. While I'm here, actually, I'm going to take full advantage of all the clay that I can gather. Oh, nice. We're interacting with us finally. You hike up the hem of your skirts and duck down. A pale shape is there. Hey there, don't worry, I won't hurt you. Poor dear, what are you doing down in a hole like this? I bet you're hungry. Okay, so we're going to make it a roast beast. I don't think I have enough to make it. Okay, I need fire embers. I'll be back with those. Okay, so I got all of the things we needed. Let me just feed this guy. Give you your roast beast. Oh, it gave me the shard. Oh, thank you, sweetie. Let's see. Take your mirror shards. Alrighty. Oh, the maiden's reflection ripples and morphs into the visage of a young man. My love, is that you? Overcome with joy, a fresh stream of tears roll down her cheek. I'm imprisoned inside my own head. It's horrible here. You have to get me out. You went to the snake, didn't you? Why would you do something so stupid? Alright, so what do we have to do? Okay, one problem at a time, children. We fixed the mirror, so we should be able to break the snake spell now. Yes, oh, you have no idea how unbearable it is to be stuck in here. There's nothing but awful poetry and song lyrics that don't even rhyme. Please, Granny, take the mirror. I can hardly stand to look at this buffoon any longer. Alright. Let's go rescue the buffoon. Alright, everyone's where they were before. Let's visit the snake. Back again. Now look at your reflection. It's so beautiful. Oh dear. The snake cursed itself. Nice, so we have all 4 souls. That's great. That's amazing. Alright. So we got all 4 souls. Ooh, there is no one here. Alright. Guess we shouldn't be here either. Oh, look at the 2 of them. Reunited. Looks like the 2 of them are working things out. Alright, let's go back to the goat. And back to our little swampy land. Oh, was he not here? Is he in here? Go to our shrine. Mr. Goat. Oh, he is in here. The goat rears its head at the sight of you. Its hooves pound the ground excitedly. Most excellent. I can sense the presence of spirits about you. You must have captured the souls I have asked for. No small task, I can tell you that. Just, what do you plan on doing with them? Oh, this and that. Nothing you must concern yourself with. What's important is that you are one step closer to fulfilling your contract with me. Just go ahead and place them on the shrine there. I'll take care of the rest. Got it? We have the stuffed bear. And then, the bear's wrath. Drunken roaring, cowering bodies, splintered wood, the smell of honey. Got it? Dried worm. And the leech. The prick of a needle, the drip, drip, drip of draining fluids, soothing words, restless sleep. The cracked mirror. And then the hardened seed. You step away from the shrine and its smoldering stones. Your burdens suddenly feel much lighter. Beside you, the sleeping maiden stirs in her slumber, but does not wake. Now then, you've had a very long day. Why don't you get some rest? Tomorrow we shall pick up bright and early. Yes, I am quite tired. Alright, and there we have it. We captured the other 3 souls all in one video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!